The aerodynamic choice facing Marc Márquez at Sepang was not simply technical. It was strategic, psychological, and potentially definitive for Ducati's entire 2026 campaign. With engine development frozen and only one in-season Aero update permitted, the decisions made across 5 February test days would determine competitive capability for 22 races. What emerged was not conventional engineering analysis, but something more unusual. A methodology blending mental simulation with physical sensation in ways that have fascinated Ducati's technical leadership. Marquez's approach to evaluating 4 distinct aerodynamic packages, the 2024 specification, the 2025 evolution, and 2 new 2026 configurations, relied heavily on what he describes as track visualization. Asked whether testing at just Sepang and Buriram provided sufficient data to choose an aero package for an entire season, his response was revealing. No, but there's no choice, so you need to be careful. At this racetrack, you have a lot of different types of corners, so you need to imagine you are at other circuits. That statement describes a process extending beyond conventional track testing. Marquez uses Sepang not merely as a circuit to be learned, but as a template for the entire calendar. The long straights become proxies for Qatar's high-speed sectors. The technical sequences simulate Jerez's precision-demanding corners. Turn 15's flowing nature translates mentally into conditions at circuits he won't physically test until race weekends months away. The sophistication of this visualization technique cannot be understated. It requires not simply imagining different tracks, but feeling how aerodynamic changes affect bike balance under conditions that don't yet exist. When Marquez rides Sepang's back straight, he's simultaneously processing how that same aero configuration would behave managing Qatar's acceleration zones or entering Jerez's final corner. Ducati's internal response has been mixed fascination and pragmatic questioning. According to sources within Borgo Panigale's technical structure, discussions arose about how such subjective assessment could supplement hard telemetry data. Ducati Corse General Manager Gigi Dal Igna reportedly questioned the technical accuracy achievable through mental visualization. To what extent can mental visualization replace technical simulations and telemetry data? He asked. Those questions weren't skepticism, but curiosity about analytical abilities considered exceptional even among elite riders. Marquez's career has been defined by processing information at speeds that overwhelm lesser competitors. His ability to describe front-end behavior under specific load conditions, to articulate how chassis flex affects corner exit traction, has been documented across multiple manufacturers. Francesco Bagnaia, Marquez's teammate and double world champion, expressed similar intrigue. How does he imagine the characteristics of other tracks while riding at Sepang? Bagnaia questioned. What does he feel on the bike that allows him to make such significant aerodynamic decisions? The practical application manifested across Sepang's test days. On day 1, Marquez topped timesheets with 1 minute 57.018, running primarily the full 2026 aerodynamic package. The new wings, dramatically larger than previous specifications, generated significant downforce but fundamentally altered bike balance. Of course, you feel a big change on the aero, Marquez explained. It's true that we need to be super patient with new aerodynamics because the bike balance changes a lot. Day 2 saw methodical regression through previous specifications. Marquez reverted to the 2024 Aero, then the 2025 package, then the mixed 2026 hybrid combining new side fairings with the proven 2025 nose. This iterative comparison provided baseline references essential for informed decision-making. That the reigning champion felt compelled to retreat to generations in development suggests either the new package's limitations or underappreciated strengths in older specifications. The strategic calculation extends beyond 2026 performance. Ducati's aggressive aerodynamic development occurs in shadow of 2027's regulatory reset. Next season brings 850 cubic centimeters engines and revised technical parameters. By maximizing aerodynamic advantage within current regulations, Ducati may be attempting to secure one final season of dominance before the field levels. From Marquez's perspective, that timeline adds complexity. At 32 years old, he has perhaps 3 to 4 seasons remaining at peak competitive level. 2026 represents opportunity to secure a 10th world title under familiar regulations. His aerodynamic choices this winter therefore carry weight beyond single-season optimization. The visualization technique serves that longer timeline. By mentally simulating how configurations perform across diverse circuit types, Marquez attempts to identify the package offering broadest competitiveness rather than peak performance at specific venues. A configuration that wins at 3 circuits but struggles at 5 provides less championship value than one delivering consistent capability everywhere. Currently, according to technical sources, the Mix 2026 specification, combining new side fairings with the proven 2025 nose, appears favoured. That hybrid approach balances innovation with reliability, pursuing development without abandoning established performance. Yet nothing is finalised. Marquez emphasised Buriram's importance. It will be important to decide well, because the fact that the Thai test and Thai GP are super close, we need to be super clever. That proximity between final testing and season opening eliminates safety nets. Whatever configuration gets homologated must work immediately. There is no time for adaptation. The choice made in late February determines competitive capability from March onward. If Marquez's visualization-based methodology proves successful, if Ducati's aerodynamic choices deliver championship results, other manufacturers and riders may adopt similar approaches. The sport could shift further toward cognitive preparation and mental simulation as testing restrictions tighten. What remains undeniable is that Marquez approaches the aerodynamic decision with characteristic calculation. His career has been defined by willingness to operate at margins other riders avoid. The visualization technique, translating single-circuit testing into multi-venue performance prediction, fits that pattern. It is ambitious, unconventional, and precisely the kind of approach that has delivered 8 world titles. The coming weeks will reveal whether this gamble pays off. Buriram testing begins February 21st. Homologation deadlines follow shortly after. By early March, Marquez will either validate his methodology or confront its limitations. For Ducati, the stakes are equally high. They are betting their aerodynamic development direction on a rider whose instincts have proven exceptional, but whose approach remains remarkably individualistic.